Well, the big story at this moment is a protest that the Congress is holding both outside Parliament and outside the Jantar Mantar area in the capital. These are Congress activists, many of them youth Congress activists who are protesting against the suspension of 25 Congress MPs from the Lok Sabha. They have been suspended till Friday, 5 days in fact in the Congress, and other opposition parties are boycotting Parliament for those 5 days. Some speculation on whether the government could blink and ask the Speaker, Sumitra Mahajan, to let those suspended MPs return. But it was again Congress top leaders, Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, the former Prime Minister, Manmohan Singh leading the protests at the Gandhi statue inside the Parliament complex, as well as Congress activists at Jantar Mantar protesting against what they call is a black day in democracy when the Lok Sabha Speaker suspended those 25 Congress MPs for disrupting Parliament continuously and displaying placards, as well as entering the House of the Well. They have been suspended until Friday, 5 days in fact, and it's the Congress and other opposition parties are boycotting Parliament for those 5 days. Top leaders of both houses of Parliament, the Congress top leaders that is, earlier just outside the Parliament complex itself where the Gandhi statue is, led by Sonia Gandhi, the party president, and the vice president Rahul Gandhi, as well as former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. Ketki Angre is where these protests have been taking place. The Congress activists, Youth Congress, and other workers who were protesting there. Ketki, what's the situation now?
Well, in fact, just a short while ago, Amitabh, they've burned the effigy of the Prime Minister, saying that what is actually happening goes against democracy. It signals the death of democracy. Something that Congress President Sonia Gandhi has also said yesterday when the protest started by the Congress members of Parliament just outside of the Parliament complex at the Gandhi statue. Today, the Congress is pulling out all stops. They protested in Parliament. The Youth Congress has protested outside the Speaker's house. And now, the Delhi Pradesh Congress Committee, led by Ajay Markan, is protesting here at Jantar Mantar. Now, the barricades that you see behind, these are the barricades the police have put up to try and stop these workers from marching towards Parliament. But at the same time, they're also protesting, saying that a suspension needs to be revoked. The Congress party claiming that they're ready to talk and they're ready to discuss, but they're only willing to discuss after the suspension of the 25 members of Parliament of the Congress party. That suspension is revoked. Also saying that all they're asking for is the tainted ministers of the Modi government and also the chief ministers whose names have come up in various investigations. They need to resign. It's a legitimate demand according to the Congress party, and they're saying they're not really stalling Parliament, but they're left with no option because the Modi government is not willing to listen. These are the claims that are being made by the Congress workers who are present here at Jantar Mantar. And they're also saying that the protests will not only continue inside Parliament, but over time, if they have to, they'll also continue to take the protests to the streets all across the country. Amitabh?
Are they going to continue those protests? You said they're moving away from Jantar Mantar currently?
Well, at the moment, they're still here at Jantar Mantar. They're in fact wanting to march towards Parliament, but the police have blocked them with the barricades there. So they're turning back. They're still going to wait at Jantar Mantar. It's not clear if they will regroup and walk again towards Parliament from another side. But the police actually really have blocked all the roads leaving from Jantar Mantar towards Parliament. Since Parliament is also in session, Section 144 automatically is in operation. Also, Ajay Markan, the head of the Delhi Pradesh Congress Committee, saying that they want the suspension of the members of Parliament to be revoked, and only then will the Congress party call off these protests. So the Congress really putting all its might behind its leaders, and we saw the leaders, the top leaders yesterday also protesting right outside the Gandhi statue outside the Parliament complex. So the Congress really going all guns blazing on this, not willing to compromise. Also saying that the Modi government needs to climb down. They're only asking for dialogue and discussion. On the other hand, the government is saying we're ready for dialogue and discussion, but that needs to happen out inside Parliament and not outside, and protests can continue, but the Congress needs to come back inside Parliament to talk, and the government is willing to discuss it, but the protests also they feel should stop, because Venkaiah Naidu earlier in the day also gave figures saying that it's not the first time that members of Parliament have got suspended. In the past, in 1989, 63 members of Parliament were suspended in 2013. 2013, 12 were suspended, and a year later 9 were suspended, all during the Congress regime. So he's saying it's not unprecedented, but the government is willing to talk. The Congress saying no talks can happen so long as the suspension is not revoked. Amitabh?